Express TV olunaku lwali tukulese ku Shield Security Bouncers Headquarters mu Eastern Region mu kibuga eky'Embaale era nga ekitulese olunaku lwali kuba nti aduumira poliisi mu bitundu bya Elgon Afando team ali kujja wano muyite RPC Afando team Bosco ali kujja wano asobola okuba nga ate ayogerako ko n'abakungu bano abakungu it is a private security organization oba company era nga beekolamu omulimu ne basobola okuba nga ate bawa security kwabo abagadde services zaabwe kugeza ng'embaga olina emikolo egy'enjawulo olina ka private organization kolina naye nga weetaagamuko ka security olina wolaga naye nga toli secure basobola okuba nga tebakusecuringa bulungi nnyo naye ng'ekimuleeta olunaku lwaleko okuba nti bagenda kumusiima ate naye ayogereko nabo asobola okuba nga ate ababuulirako ku ki kye balina okukola kye batalina kukola n'ensonga bwe zityo. So kati we twogerera owa kamera tumusaba atulage direct omukulu ng'atuuka mu kitundu kino era nga emmotoka ye omukulu atuuse obadde omanyi tuli wala yatuuse dda era nga we twogerera bali kumwaniriza abakungu okuva mu SSB oyo omu ku bakulembeze abali mu kitundu kino oba mu kitongole kino amwaniriza bulungi nnyo mu bitiibwa era ndowooza omulaba ayingira oyo komanda wa poliisi wano mu Elgon sub-region Afande Otim Bosco era nga asobodde okuba nga ate ayingirawo oyo Arafat akulembera aba bouncers aba Shield Security Bouncers. Katukutwale munda tukulage ebiriyo
atako tusimye nnyo. So in this association we have an executive era each executive will have a say on your side. Owulire endowooza ze tulina ngafe abavubuka president waffe zagezaako tuteekamu which is not good, grabbing people's phones, doing what he said. No, he came up with an idea. How about when I combine these children together and we do something which is developmental? Can it work? Good of it, some of us we picked the idea, most of them we picked with the idea. We started up forming this group of SSB Security Shield Bouncers. Our work is not to grab people's phone or to create crimes, no. Our work, we can come and help you when you're having a graduation ceremony, wedding ceremony, property protection, or personal bodyguards, or birthday parties. There we can come and we work together, not engaging in crime scene. Another issue, sometimes we have here problems which we face whereby we need your guideline. Sometimes we have a problem of uniform. Which type of uniform can we use? Because at times we can contradict with your uniforms. We find ourselves you are putting on black and some shoes, but at times they say you are putting on police things, which is not good. We are not here to break the law. We are under the law. We have to follow you. You are the ones who lead, and us we just come to help in case. Sometimes that will also been a problem because at times we used to put on black shoes with the black trousers plus black t-shirt. But you give us a guidance which kind of uniform can we be putting on and the type of shoes. And on top of that, we request you, Mr. RPC, at times jobs may come there at the office which are simple jobs whereby we can do. In case of any connection, you can connect to us and we go and we do those jobs. Otherwise, this group is called. We have moreover 70 people here, whereby Mr. President Arafat is running. He's running 70 people here. Some of them are not that they are around. Just we had a simple meeting, so most of them they are not around for today. But we are together and we are under you. Cannot be above the law. We just want you to give us the guideline how we can work, because for you are more informed than us. So we have the executive which is here, which we are working with. Most of them they are not around, but the executive which is here have my defense is there called Mr. Arafat Musa. Have my mobilizer is around, and most of them as we go on they will talk about themselves. So, sir, you're most welcome. Feel free. We have no problem. Feel at home. You're most welcome, sir. Before I can have a seat, I would like...
Thank you so much for everyone who is here, and thank our RPC for coming to visit us. Thank you so much. Your being here is not by chance, but by invitation. We are so happy to see you. We welcome you so much. I want to thank so much Mr. Arafat for bringing you here. By the names, I'm called Anatalia, a welfare of Security Shield Bouncers Association. We want to appreciate for everything. You've left your work, you've left everything to come and be with us. It's just, I don't know what to say. We are so happy for that. Thank you, Mr. RPC. As we say, this is Security Shield Bouncers, whereby we are mixed, we are gender balanced. We have ladies and men. Most of the people say that bouncing is not only, it is for only men, but I see even policemen, we have ladies, and what a man also can do, a lady can also do it better. So we want to thank our Mr. Alfred for engaging us, also ladies, to be in this association. We can do anything. If you have any job, anything, if you have events, we can also help you in that. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you for welcome. Feel at home.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Amanya gange mpitibwa Maido Asani nga ndi founder w'ekibiina kino SSB. Mukulu RPC tusanyuse nnyo okulaba ssebo mu kitiibwa kyo n'egy'ovudde okwerekereza emirimu gyo n'ojja otusinkana. Nebaza mukulu Arafati webale tubeererawo taata mu bizibu byonna. Tukusaba tokoma wano we tuli tweyongereyo obeere nti okwatagana n'abasajja abakulu mu gavumenti. Kye tusinga okwagalira ddala mu bulamu bwaffe okubeera nga tubeera wansi w'amateeka gaabwe, ffe tubeere wansi waabwe, so tetulina kubeera waggulu waabwe bo nga bebalina kikola ki ekyotulagira ekyokola. So mukulu Arafati nkwebaza n'ekibiina kyaffe byowerekereza byonna mu bulamu bw'ensi buno. Bingi byeyagala okola nga ggwe omuntu naye n'otwewerawo mubiri n'obeera nti otugattanga famire. N'abasajja bano bantu bangi abatasobola sinkana basajja ngaabo. Nkwebaza mukulu Arafati kwatagana n'abasajja abo mu bulungi ne mu bubi, batuzaale be bataata be bamaama. Ebigambo byange sina kusosa bigambo byange wabula mukulu RPC nkwebaza. Mukama Katonda akujje gy'akujje akuzzeeyo mirembe. Allahumma amina. Amina.
Office sawa eno because most of the people they need you but you don't have time. Naye webala okunyigiriza kade n'obanga ojja n'otukyalirako wano. Kuba olunaku lwa leero you are very busy naye but at least you tried and say let me go and meet these boys. No, we still say thank you so much. Owekibiina obeeko ne kyoyogera eri omugenyi waffe RPC neyanziza.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Amanya mpitibwa Musa Arafat ayenze defense w'ekibiina kino. Our chief guest RPC, we thank you a lot for your time which you have given to us, because it's not easy. You have ever caught up with the government job, as you know. Here where you are is a Security Shield Bouncers, whereby we are comprised of boys and girls, as you say here. But this is not the number we have. We are many. We are more than 70 in a number. But because this is just executive committee. So here in SSB, we are well disciplined. And we like working hand in hand with the police, because what we know for us here, we are not above the law. Although we have these bodies, but that doesn't mean that if you have a body, you are supposed to be above the law. No, we don't. That's not the way we do our things here. We are down and we are below you. What you command us to do is what we do. We follow that. So here is our president, Mr. Arafat. Allow me to thank him a lot for what he has put us in. He has sacrificed the little years to bring us to be in one family. As young as he is, as you can say him. It's very hard to find people like that. Because he's investing the little money he's having in his pocket, whereby he's not sure whether it's going to return or not. But he's doing it for us because we are the ones benefiting right now, not him. So we thank him a lot for that. So here also in security bouncers, as you know, we also have some challenges as an association, whereby that I cannot address that. That one we leave it for our president to address the challenges we are having here. So thank you so much, our chief guest, Mr. RPC, for giving us this little time to come and interact with us. We pray that may the Almighty God bless you abundantly, sir.
Samaga from Namakwekwe, from Nkoma, from Namatala, from Maluku, so that he can put these people together and he gives them a guideline so that they can spread outside there to say, no, even as youth, we have value. We can be together and we develop anything. Even open for us an account of saving. Even me, I know that someone can save his money and get this out after. Open for us an account of saving. We have books here of saving. We save for the future. We are learning how to save. So I would like to welcome our media group to have a say on our vista. Mr. Mark, you're most welcome.
To our chief guest, Mr. President, SSB committee, and the entire family, good evening. We are so glad, Mr. RPC, to have you. It has not been easy. I think some of us came here very early in the morning, but because we had the love to see you, we decided to stay at least. We are committed, we decided to stay and have a look at you. Some of us had never even seen you, not even on TV, I think. So I thank Mr. President. It has been a very big opportunity. At least Mr. President has made us meet different people of high class, high profile people. I am called Amirata Mark, working under SS.
I don't have much to say. I'm just happy to see Mr. RPC to be invited to our office, SSB Association, and to thank you for giving us your time and allow us to have a look at you, because others we never knew you, but we have a chance. Mr. President have invited you. We have got a look to see you. I'm very happy to see you, and I appreciate Mr. President. Thank you for inviting our guest. I don't have much to say.
Thank you for guest, our president, the SSBs at large. Good evening. We are very happy to see you, Mr. RPC. Yes, we are very grateful to see you, sir. You are most welcome. I send this vote of thanks to my president, Mr. Arafat, the president of Security Shield Bouncers, that he has made us useful to people outside there. As the Security Shield Bouncers, we are here to serve the people outside there in functions, in anything they would like us, as long as we are bouncers, and we are very ready as Security Shield Bouncers to serve. So, Mr. RPC, humbly we are welcome. Please.
Fanda RPC, I am called Govt Solomon. I'm glad also to see you here. These boys, I looked at them because I've been working with them for so long, in very many occasions, and I've been on their side to guide them. So, Mr. President, which is their leader, Arafat, and he was able also to support them financially, and is doing the needful. So I've been guiding them. As they do something, I also go and consult somewhere what defeats me, and whatever advice I get, I bring to them, and now they are fully registered as it is needed. So all in all, I'm very glad also to be among them, because among them here, they say they have kickboxers, I'm one of the person who is very good in twisting on a hair with all type of skill, but in police you can't now go and do that. So with them, you are again free to twist the way you are. So that's why they said they have kickboxers. So those one in small body, they are those one who are kickboxers, they twist on hairs. As this one of bouncers, this Kanyama one, like my brother there, those are the one who push from down now. So all in all, you are welcome. I'm very grateful to see you. Thank you, sir.
To request our secretary to come and say a word to our visitor. Madam Secretary, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much. Dear guests, you're most welcome. We are happy to see you. Thank you for everything you've left to be with us today. I request to at least talk about our president, Mr. Arafat. He has done a lot for us financially. By the way, even discipline, he has disciplined these boys. Most of them were thugs. They were doing a lot of dubious acts, but he has disciplined them. He does not segregate. If you've done something bad, he will take you to police by himself and make sure you sleep there, you receive your punishment and whatsoever is required. So he has done a lot to discipline us, and I must Mr. President, thank you so much for everything you're doing, and I pray that the Almighty God blesses you and enlarges your territories. Another thing I must say is, bouncers go through a lot. They are exposed to a lot because a lot of things happen at night, but they're here still standing. We've seen a lot, but we just thank God for those who are still alive. We've seen many die. They go through a lot, bullets and whatever. So my request is, let this be like home. This shouldn't be the last time you're visiting here. This office is always open. I open it and close at 9 p.m. You can always pass by and at least have lunch with us. Let this relationship grow, because every relationship must be invested in. We shall do whatever we are supposed to do to make sure that we do not break the law. And for that, I'll say thank you so much for coming. Let me give others.
Papula ku police awo nga bali kutegeka enwana zaabwe kujenga awo. Sometimes embera ne balakalubiriza awo bane babagalako sente nga nyingi nga bategeka fight zaabwe. Kati tubale tukusaba abaana abo webanga baze mbale kiki boxing club, we are together tukolera wamu nabo. Sometimes nga baba baze mu office tukusaba obanguwirizeko ku mpapula zaabwe kuba bati bagenda kumenya mateeka. We are together with them, era they are not above the law, they are under the law, as our president teaches us. Era nabo abasomesa tukolera wamu, even us training tugenda ne.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Praise God. God is good and all the time.
God is good and that is nature.
I'm trying to make everyone in their religion feel at home. My children, my brothers, my sisters, you have almost said all that I had to say. Mr. Otim, my brother, you're most welcome once again. Feel at home. This is our office. It's your very first time here. But because we were so much in need of associating with you, we had to be patient. From right at about 11 up to now, we had to wait. The team here is actually part of the executive team. We understand that bouncing is not someone's major work. These boys always have what they do. Others wash cars, others have shops. So bouncing is something that is temporary. You only call them when there is a gig. So that's why others had to move away a little bit to go and catch up with their work. So this is part of the executive team that we do work with. We actually launched this association on the 24th of August, and we extended our invitation to your office. The reason as why we did this, launching the association officially, is to bring it to the public concern that what we are launching, you know, the government these days is a bit tricky with the groups. So if a group cannot identify itself and its interests, more so to the security departments like the police, it becomes hard for them to operate. So we had to go through all the steps necessary to come up with this association, and right after having our documents ready, that's when we called for the launching of our session, and we at least extended our invitation cards to different necessary offices so that they can witness our launch, that we come as a group in peace and to work hand in hand with the police, because being something that is securical, we believe we need the police by our side. So many times we have had visitors here, and majorly always having visitors from the police. We've had the AJO team, we have had the DPC several times, and finally we have had you. I always tell my boys and girls that when it comes to success, sometimes you cannot succeed alone. In most cases, you actually need people to push you. You need backup, you need company by those people that can be of help in order for you to achieve success. That is why most times I try as much as possible to invite guests from different calibers. We have had high profile guests here. Last week we had Mr. Mbarak, the owner of Bam Shopping Center, and we also had some politician, Paul Wanyoto. We have had, I always bring for them guests that I know will be of value to them. You know, at least what I know, everybody in the world has someone they look up to. So that's the reason I try so much to at least weekly to bring for them different guests. Why? To guide them, advise them on what to do. This association, majorly, I have about 79 boys and 8 girls, which is on record. This is our file containing our documents. And the reason for doing this, I want to exercise gender balance. We don't want to feel like we have oppressed the girls. The fact that all of us here, be it a boy, be it a girl, we all play the same roles, we all go to the same field and do the same work. Putting that aside, the collection of the total members also includes people from different tribes. And I'm very happy to say at least we have 3 from Northern. So we do not segregate because the office is in Mbale. We should only have Gishus specifically and the neighboring tribes. No, we have quite various numbers of tribes from the country because we are all the same. Recruiting these boys, you know, whenever you're starting up something, the first step is always very hard. But once you're done with the first step, the others become a little bit easier. So recruiting these boys and starting up this, it was very, very challenging. You know, you get a boy, more so from those ghetto areas, you try to convince them that, why don't you come, let's form up something. And for him, he looks at that as a waste of time. He looks at him being idle and doing drugs, looks at that as that's all he needs. So it was a bit challenging to convince these people and finally gather them and come up with an session. But we thank God that we managed to succeed and have these boys and girls understand that what we are doing is for the good of their own interest. So finally, we were able to gather them and put them together. I always tell my members in this association that there are 2 things you should not forget. That is discipline and respect. It's very, very hard to work with somebody who is in discipline. Very hard. I would rather work with somebody who does not provide but is disciplined than the one who provides but is indisciplined. So I try as much as possible to instill discipline in these boys and girls. Yes, so like my secretary said that I always discipline them. I always do that actually because most of bouncers, sometimes we mistake the muscles that you have, the body that you have. Sometimes we think that we are untouchable, sometimes we think that nobody can beat us, but I always tell them that law will always remain law. Doesn't matter who you are just a mere bouncer, but be disciplined. So if anyone engages, like for example, I had one here who got engaged in theft, and that is something I would not allow to happen in my association. We would not want the public to quote us wrongly. We want the public to understand that what we are doing what the community and what the police expects of us. So if I notice something like theft in one of my members in this association, obviously I will try as my best to discipline and eliminate that one immediately, so that the public does not quote us wrong. There are certain behaviors that I cannot give a blind eye to. That's why my secretary mentioned about discipline cases. I make sure I move with the discipline bouncers, and that is how, and that is why most of the people I invite to come and visit us do not hesitate, because of the good record we have made, and we need to maintain that. Now, on the side of respect, at least I'm 100% sure that my boys and girls, when it comes to respect, they are fantastic. They do respect one another. I am happy that the discipline has shaped them into being respectable citizens. They respect people below them and people above them. And that is why most times when I invite somebody, it becomes easier for them to come, because of the good discipline and respect they portray out there. One may ask, what are some of the achievements our association has achieved ever since you started? Are you just for showbiz or what? Some of the achievements my boys and girls have achieved, first of all, is exposure to different places. Sometimes you get to work in Soroti, sometimes you get to work even up to the border of Kenya and Uganda, that's Luaha. We get to work in Bududa. So that exposure in different places is very beneficial to them. And then also exposure to different people that they may be guiding, or to different groups that they may be guiding. So that exposure also is very beneficial to them, the connection. And then of course there's a gym we use at Kokonjeru, those not ours, but also many of them, like I told you, not all of them came in as bouncers. Some of them just came, learned the bouncing skills and started going for training. So many of them also have gained those training skills and bouncing professional skills. And of course, above all, these bouncers, when they go out to work, of course at the end of the day, they get some small money to support their families with food. So that one also brings food on the table for their families. And also we are very grateful that we have also, out of the bouncing session, we've been able to also come up with a circle, also in the same names of Security Bouncer Session. So it is now 2-in-1. It's an association and a circle as well. This circle came in with an idea of saving that I introduced. I tried to let my children or my members know the importance of saving, because I believe people that are financially stable, they observe what we call financial discipline, and one of the financial discipline fundamentals is saving. So I try to instill that character in them of saving, and every one of them here has a savings book in their names, and we also have a savings account in the name of the association in DTB. which saving, you don't save and come and withdraw. No, we save up to a particular period of time, and then we withdraw it at once, and we see how we can develop the association. So I'm happy they complied with the spirit of saving, and we are moving on smoothly. On the issues of uniform, my speaker highlighted on it. Like I said, we, as much as we are dealing in security, we always seek guidance from the police. Some time back, I think the spokesperson highlighted something about the uniforms of bouncers, and they were trying to eliminate bouncers from dressing on black, majorly black, right? Yeah, yes, black. So I don't know if they're guided or they're not yet guided. That's what we will find from you. We want to be guided on the nature and specifically the color of uniform that we should observe, and of course also the shoes, because we do not want one day the police to feel like we are violating their guidelines. So we will also highlight on that so that we can act in accordance with your guidance. And then lastly, being under session, I believe each one of us needs an ID, and we have been in process of having an ID so that every head has an ID that comprises of their names and their codes. And it is my request that will be under your comfort to, if you'll allow, to be to sign on the ID cards that we are planning to issue out to all the bouncers. The matter of time, I would want to conclude by saying that being bouncers, something related to security, we are law-abiding association, and never will we hear that we have gone out to work without clearing with the police.
I want to thank you so much with your executive, the media. I'm grateful, and it's a pleasure that I'm with you this evening. I want to sincerely thank you for waiting, but I had to put things in line of priorities. That my brothers who came from Kampala and they wanted me to attend to them. I went and attended to them from Bulambuli, and I finished that duty. Now you here is not because you're so young or whatever, but I knew this is now home. I will get them. I had to tell the president, please wait for me. If you cannot wait for me, I sent the deputy. But he still showed me the love that he wanted me to talk to them. I met once with Mr. President in my office, and I don't know how we developed that close kind of relationship. That he decided he wanted me as a person. I've not yet understood, but I'm grateful, and I think that shows me that there is something we can do together. You also know very well, by joining the Bouncers Association, you know there is something you can do with security. I want to thank you so much. I need to let you know that young as you are, the security foundation of the country opens for us opportunity. It is only those who does not think around that are still doing their funny things. But even the disabled, they say disability is not inability. We have seen the disabled trying to work around and do all sorts of jobs. Shoe signers, shoe cobblers, they are tailors, they are musicians who are blind on streets, and we have seen them work and put food on the table. So the security foundation of the country gives you a leverage, at least to think and do something for yourself. And I want to thank you and encourage you that coming together is a great opportunity. You could have not known some of the ideas of business, but joining together, you can come up with a business. This is not an activity that is full-time. I know even if you have a duty, it's normally in the evening. Daytime you can do something. In fact, you are you're the brain of the Chinese. Daytime, you're doing something. In the night, instead of sleeping 12 hours, 8 hours sleeping, at least you're doing something. You collect little, and you make up a huge kind of collection that can boost your saving. At the end of the month, you have a saving. End of the year, what you have collected with the financial discipline will never make you remain the same. So I want to thank you so much and encourage you that you have taken the right decision. Get those ones who are still, in fact you are the ambassadors, that those ones who are loitering outside there, they are the ones giving us hard time. Join and get what to do. Get what to do. You will be really perfect. What we expect of you, like the president said, there's nothing you can do without discipline. Nothing. Try your own business and you think you're going to be in discipline over your own business. You cannot thrive. There's nothing you cannot, you cannot eliminate discipline really. You walk, your style of walking should show somebody this is a disciplined lady. Because if you're in the street and you get that lady walking, the legs are just know that is not really. You get a boy walking that balance, the trouser is here, really, no. So discipline is seen in somebody. You cannot forge around. Discipline is seen in somebody. So as you get out to conduct this business, discipline is key. What are your roles? What are your roles as you get out to do the work? What is expected of you as a role to play? Safety of your patron. If he has hired me, business by the way, he has given me business, she has given me business. Safety of the patron, safety of the activity taking place, safety of the staffs, safety of the equipment, safety of the environment. You get it? Because if you're not safe, how do you really guarantee safety for the people who are in the event? So safety begins with you, and then you guarantee safety for the staff, safety for your patron, safety for whoever is around, equipment. So safety is one thing we expect from you. Part of the security comes in, but when you're safe. 2, orderly. Don't scare me with your body mass. And then I want to enter. Give the patron, the one who hired you, the money, the business. But you're there scaring me, and I may end up getting back. From the gate, I just see. I say no. Please portray this to scare the wrong guys. If a terrorist comes and gets you very alert at the gate, let that terrorist get scared and go back. But for the clients, the good ones, the kind of people you want, let them come in through your security checks, and then they get in, and then have a peaceful function so that tomorrow there's business. Safety. Response. You respond, you may, like here, we have started this function, small as it is, but at the end of it, if the president pulls money and put here, you find us fighting. Pulls food and put here, meat, and we see his kawo is good. My dear, the character of a person changes. The character changes. So if you're there at the gate, what do? You respond to the disturbances in the premise where you've been assigned. Any kind of violence within the premise where you've been assigned, you assess the violence and see, how do I handle? Can I handle? Can I go front on as a person? Should I call my colleagues? You assess the situation very fast and address. So those are some of the roles, qualities of a bouncer. Fine, the body mass is there. It may not be one of the qualities of the bouncer. I see every bouncer wants to build the body. There is the media person who talked here, and he was underestimating his size, that I may not be a bouncer, I am a media person. Being a bouncer doesn't mean I should be very voluminous. No. Did we read that story of P3, P4, storytelling? Some funny animals. There was one called Mr. Wu? Ichuli. Then the air. Playing the elephant and then winning the elephant. Doing all that kind of. So, being a small-bodied person does not mean I cannot do. Much as somebody who is has the advantage, first of all, to portray to that person, should you do harm, I'll do more harm than you can. You get it? But actually, with discipline, you don't go ahead and do the harm. No. You would have lost your job. You may end up in prison. Yours is to control the situation and make sure that where violence erupts, disturbance erupts, you control and restore harmony or peace in the area. So, physical fitness is required. You're supposed to be fit to do. First of all, you're not going to sit like the president or your patron has given you a job and then find a seat. You sit. No. You're there to do, scan the environment and ensure that whatever assignment you've been given starts well and end well. That is keen. You're supposed to be keen. Observation. Keen in observing the environment and keen in decision making. It will help you. Keen in observation, keen in decision making. What do I mean? I have seen somebody coming with a panga and I'm at the gate. I have seen somebody coming with a bag. This person, I am suspicious about the bag. Your observation, what is then the keen decision that you are taking? You're not armed. Maybe first of all, I close the gate, surrender one person, offer one person to be blown if this is a terrorist. That person gets outside, talk with the person outside the gate. I get to know who you are, what are you carrying. If there is any guidance I can offer to you, here, public place, we don't expect you to come with your panga. All these doctors from Embalo functions and decided to branch for a function. No, first go and take care of where you can keep your tools, then you come back for the function. If you have seen any kind of weapon or anything that you feel should only be in the hands of security personnel, is a security preserve. You have opened the bag, you have seen the uniform, you have opened the bag, you have seen whatever you are not understanding. Immediately coordinate backward and then the information reach the person who is supposed to. Don't just allow maybe chasing the person. No, you have a gun, don't enter here. No, you are carrying a pistol. Who are you? I will not only let you go, but I will have security to get to know who you are. Are you carrying this thing rightfully or you are a wrong person? Because I've detected you, you can go and pass somewhere, then cause harm. Your ability to detect this person, you should not only leave this person to go. This person should be verified. and you get to know who is this person. I think we shall have a deeper lesson when we come together, because we need to understand. Doing this, I'm not only creating my white base, the force multiplier, because you become my force. Mr. President is there, but you're my force. If I coordinate with you, instead of somebody disrupting the function, causing kind of mayhem, a terrorist has entered, blown people, but if I have you and we are so coordinated, I can prevent using you. So you become my force, a disciplined force that I work with. President, as you bring them, create your wide base of marketing. Yours is business, by the way. Yours is business. Market yourself. You can market yourself through our brothers here. You can market yourself in a way that you present yourself. I'm telling you that if I'm a young boy who wants a girl in the street there, then I get you walking in an open kind of way, you are not the candidate. Discipline can be seen. Discipline is one way that can market your company very well. Disciplined personnel, smart personnel, you can market yourself very well. So build that effort of marketing yourself, and you find yourself becoming that big. Function is in Kampala. Function where you have marketed yourself and you have created yourself the market base. After giving a speech again, you want to cry. No. Supposing the Right Honorable Speaker or the Right Honorable Prime Minister called you in a close range to talk to her, would you run back and you want to cry? Those are iron ladies who want to see young Navanyas coming up, the young Anita coming up. So create yourself the confidence of that you have worked to create opportunities for yourself. So be confident in yourself. And please, as we work, somebody told me the discipline you have among yourself as co-workers is recommendable. Give opportunities to ladies. Human rights. They shouldn't be harassed in any way. If you advance yourself and a lady says no to you, it is a no. It is a no. Let's give them opportunities to equally participate in whatever we are doing. And therefore, even the young ones will come up to know that kumbe outside there we can participate equally like men.
Okostingamo office yafe. Thank you for your advice. We have listened to all what you've told us, and I give you a great thank to meet this association. As me, I'm happy. You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much. At least I believe he has also learned something from us, and vis-a-vis, we have also learned a lot from him. So I believe when you go out there, we exercise the guidance and the advice we have received. We are so much grateful. Here we have a notebook that bears the logo of our association, which is the SSB, plus also a customized pen, which also bears the name plus the logo of the association. So we request that you accept our gift.
Yes.